Here we go, we've just opened up the little hatch just to let a bit of light in. You can just get a sneaky peek of some stairs, which is good. I'll try and come around the back door and from this angle get a little bit of a sneaky peek out to that view there for the kitchen as well, which looks nice. Scaffolding will be coming down next week apparently. Okay, here's the ornamental grate. This is only a week ago, not even a week ago, that I looked at this last time. So they're very, very rapid growers. Look how much that's changed. That's going to grow really quickly, and we've got 4 of these, which will be great. Teapot's enjoying a little rest, and the neighbour's mowing his lawn. It's a bit noisy. Just having a look at all the stockpiled trees. So this one is a little dwarf apple tree. What's that one? It's a Granny Smith's, I think, that one. So these have sprouted. This one's sprouting too. This is the fig. Still got a few little bits going on. Not so much on these yet. These are all of our wattles. So these came in little tubes, so they've grown an awful lot, which is fabulous. The conifers are doing alright, and we'll keep walking along. See the pond's looking lovely. The azalea at the back there is very nice and out in flower at the moment. But lots of these are all showing signs of spring. To the crab apples. Sorry, this one's a pink lady apple. So that one's just starting to blossom. So those two are looking lovely. The crab apples here are all turning again, which is great. And this one is the liquid amber. So this is going to be one of the feature trees down in Jindabyne. This is massive, this thing, when it grows up. So beautiful leaves, very pretty. And then the silver birches are all starting to sprout too. So lots of greenness all around, looking really good. We'll just have another further look at the fence that Kudge painted. I know we've got a bit more space. It looks really lovely. She's gone further down as well. And then the azaleas here are all out in bloom now as well, which is really nice. So yeah, the green and the white and the grey goes beautifully together. Looking really good. They're just covered in dust and workers' stuff, which is a shame. Here's all the grass that we've re-sown for the area that got a bit boggy and bombarded with timbers and tools and trades walking through. So that's picking up. Still a bit rough, but it'll take a while to get there. All the things in pots are growing nicely. The grapefruit rather. Lots and lots of little flowers and things on there, loads and loads of them. So that'll be a really good strong fruiting year this year, I think. And then the apple tree here is starting to have its little buds on the end, and that will come out soon, I'm sure. Yeah, lots of things in flower as well. We'll have a look inside the house in a sec, but we'll just sort of explore the garden. So all the camellias are out, the clivias are out down the side there. This is another Japanese maple that we've planted that would eventually grow up to really match the one that the neighbours have got, so that will look quite nice. These purple things here are very pretty, so they're good. Here's our iris. We get 2 of these, I think, each year. I had a beautiful one the other year, and then Emily decided to cut it down, which is quite funny, but no, they look gorgeous. Just looking over the other side, so there's the Photinia hedge. It needs a bit of water, I think, in that middle, but we've put 2 new ones in there. That was where we've had a couple die, so that's a bit of a shame, but overall it looks very, very red and very good. It's grown an awful lot. The Morea hedge was really trimmed a couple of weeks ago, so that needs a bit of a feed, but that'll come back stronger than ever. So I'm going to get in there and trim the Photinia this afternoon, but no, it's looking alright. The little azalea down there as well has done well. Here's another pretty little azalea in our cottage garden, which looks nice pink one. Over the back we've got a couple of white ones that match out the front, and then a pink one that we rescued a while back, and then we've got the bougainvillea up here that's growing and climbing around these windows and things, and that's starting to flower as well. And then with the veggies, so we've got some nasturtiums coming out, which you can see. The peach tree's finished its blossom. This is the mandarin here, and this again is going to be having a very good year. Loads and loads of the little white balls on that. And then coming round to the lime tree, the mango tree. In there is another cauliflower, and the quince, all looking good. Just have a look inside the cauliflower and what's going on in there. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a lovely one in there. We'll have to pick that one a bit later. Lots more nasturtiums all in flower, and they're very pretty as well. Really nice yellows and reds. And then I'll just come around to this one. in there. Beautiful. And then some peas. So we've got a nice bunch of peas growing. All tucked in there nicely, looking good. Here are some children having some lollies, and there's a Jasmine in the background. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, family.
Hello. Hi, family.
So we'll go for a walk back up the garden, up to the house, and we'll have a look inside. Okay, let's go in. Hello, Jasmine. We'll start upstairs. Whee! So, some painting's done on the stairs, but the main thing that happened this week was that the stairs got lifted. Bit of a big job, but that's actually enabled us to finish this top part. Obviously this hasn't been stained or anything yet, but now we have a top step that we should have always had, and it very much neatly finishes up with the floorboards. So obviously the carpenter's now gone on around that too, but that's made it compliant, which is good. Yeah, it caused us a few stresses and a bit of a struggle with the builders, but we've got there. So that's turning around. Sorry, just turning around the other way as well. So we've got this nice shelf that sits up here as well. So rather than have that as just wall, that's a shelf that will be painted the same as all the other woodwork. A little bit of finishing off that needs to happen just with the beading around it, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So that will make it all look pretty good. But then here's the room. So I think the woodwork's pretty much painted. So I'll go through one room to the next. It's quite warm up here at the moment, obviously lots of sunshine. We haven't got any windows open, but it's very, very light, which is just what we wanted, which is good. The doors are looking great. So they're all painted. They pretty much match what we've got downstairs. And then we've got here the old style brass fittings that will come in there and finish that off. So it'll look very much like what we've got downstairs. And then looking round, so obviously into the wardrobes. Again, it's that darker space, which is fine, but we'll just go around there. We'll probably end up putting, some baskets or something into these things so you can pull them out, and it doesn't look just like empty holes with with clothes hanging out. So that'll be good. There's a lot of electrical work still to go. All the switches and all the lights. We've got them all there already, just not yet finished. But you can see the floorboards and the finishing in there as well, so it does look good. Yeah, so this is about the view from the bed. So it's a very lovely space, big and open space. And then just coming back around this room into the bathroom. So painting's been done on here. The pipe work's been amended for the shower. So that's now been raised appropriately, and they've put the boards back and waterproofed it with a couple of layers. So that's been done. So they just need the tiler to come back to finish off, and then they can do the ceiling, do the cornices, and finish this room off. So just coming back down the stairs. So we've opened up this little bit here. We've got to move that block soon so they can actually access all of the floorboards and finish them off. Under the stairs we've got a door in. It's not quite straight and it scratches the floor, but I'll sort that out. But a bit of work to unhook all of that so the stairs could get shifted, but that's been done. And then coming around this way, the linen cupboards are in. Can't open it and show you inside because of these mats down on the floor, but looks okay. The doors again, they need to be adjusted because there's a huge gap on the top one and not so much on the bottom. But they'll be done, and the handles are on, which is good. And then the kitchen has had a bit more work in it, and the bench top's in, and then the upper level cabinets are in as well. All of the lower level stuff has handles, and then the upper level stuff that we can see in front of us has a lip underneath, which I'll show you. So these ones are all nice and soft close hinges that will just go really slowly in. Under here is the little range hood, which has got a couple of lights, and then you can see the strips either side will have some LED lights in there. And then this is our gas cooktop. So in there is the range hood. Off to the side, this is I guess one of the main things that we were trying to achieve, is to open up this room, get the light in, get the view, and have the sink in that space so you can, stand at the sink and see into the pool or see out down the garden. So that all looks good. Still a bit of work to do just with finishing. We've got splashbacks to measure up and work out. and just a few little bits just to tidy up around, obviously making sure that this window frame doesn't get damaged with water. Hey Jasmine. Just turning around the other way, so on the left we've got the hole for the fridge, on the right we've got the pantry. The doors for that had to be remade, they weren't quite up to scratch. And then in here we've got the oven, so a couple of drawers and then the oven. And then up here will be the microwave as well, and some more storage above. And then through here is the laundry, so this double door is on. Again, not quite right, the hinges don't let it close properly. Not the tidiest of the fittings, like it's moving as we speak. That's all good, but no, so there's a little bit of work to do on this one, and then obviously be painted. But in here, so we've got obviously a washing machine and dryer and a cupboard and a sink with some light, which is nice. But the real bonus again is on this side. So these are all matching kitchen cabinets. Cheaper bench top, this one's not stone, but again underneath the big strip of LED lights, which will make this a lot lighter. And then obviously handles and things to go on these doors underneath for the cupboards. And then these ones have got the lips, so there'll be no handles on those. They'll be very neat and look great. So it's just a really nice big extra space, and then just sort of obviously peering back out to the kitchen. The main kitchen space looks great. And the aircon vents are in. There'll be a strip of lights above the sink, and then another light just to illuminate the whole space. Lights above the bench. There's lots and lots of bench space, as you can see. That was one of the main ideas to achieve that, and yeah, should all be good when it's done. Still a couple of weeks away, we think. Might still be a bit ambitious, but we shall see. Hopefully it's done before we go away, so we can come back and start moving in. So here we're just checking some of the wall colours and what we might do with the splashback. So at the moment what's here is just the undercoat for the walls and everything. This is the the full strength birch stone paint which we've got in our bedroom, and we'll be doing outside. This here is at 50% strength, which is what all of the walls and things will be. So we're just comparing those to see that we might do the splashback in that colour as a contrast to that one. What do you think?
Oh, you're asking me? Yes, I think that the splashback should be that colour.
Fantastic.
It's just that the under one is really, I didn't realise how dark that was compared to this.
Come on. You're getting grumbly in your old age. Let's have a closer look. Oops. I think that looks good. Meanwhile, back in the old house, young Master Harry with his new glasses continues to play Minecraft. Hey Harry! Want to turn around and say hello? Hello again.